right, so over the weekend, this is Monday, over the weekend, we found a new family member. This is Tequila. I know she looks big, but she's actually only 3 months old. She's a Great Pyrenees. She's a female, so she's going to be about 100 pounds. For scale, whiskey's only 50 on a fat day. So Tequila, right now, is not as heavy as Whiskey, but she's getting to be as tall as him, and she's only 3 months old. So she's going to be massive and a monster. And her job on the farm is to protect the flock. So when I say flock, yes, good girl. So when I say flock, I mean the horse and the goat. I mean the baby chicks. I mean the rabbits. And I mean the cats. Her job, good girl, her job is to look after them all. So we've had her a total of 48 hours. And there's a lot of training involved in a Great Pyrenees, which I'm not going to go into now, but I will post some of our training sessions as we go, because I think it's important that people realize you don't just get one of these puppies and expect it to just do its job. Okay, so our first training session so far has been to just learning to walk on a leash, because when we first got her, she would not walk if you had a leash on her. She wouldn't play either. But she's learning to play, learning to let go a little bit right now, and she's learned to walk on a leash. That's all really important. She needs to be able to walk on a leash. Whiskey's also rolling. And there's a bird laughing at me. But so right now, her job is to learn to be a puppy, learn to have fun, learn to walk on a leash, learn her name, which she has done well. Her name is Tequila. So we have Whiskey. And we have Tequila. Yeah, you're a good girl. She's very, very good. She's very good in the house. She is allowed to come in the house, and she's allowed to be outside. Her job is to just give us a heads up if there's a coyote or if we have a fox problem or anything like that. So right now, she's just needing to grow up and learn to be a good dog. But over time, what? Over time, she's going to have to learn to look after her family, and she's already doing really well. She doesn't bite the chicken, or she doesn't chase the rabbits. Sometimes she likes to chase the cat. And there's her friend Whiskey. She loves Whiskey. One of the reasons we have Whiskey is so that all animals who show up, who we bring home or who just move in, meaning cats, but he puts everyone at ease right away. So that's why she's so at ease right now. She's very, very good. So over the next few weeks, I will post some of our training videos. A lot of the training is really just walking the property, learning who belongs and who doesn't, because that's going to be her job, is to make sure coyotes don't come visit, but the neighbor's dog Holly can still come visit. So her job is going to be to recognize the difference between someone who's allowed and someone who's not. Now, do not go out and get one of these puppies. She's a Great Pyrenees again. So don't go out and get one unless you are willing to put the time and effort into training them, because they can be stubborn. Their job is to be stubborn. Now, she's a female, so she's a little more independent, which is what we want. So she's going to take a little bit of extra training, because she does need to come when called and protect her flock and all that. But you can also end up with a dog that is overly protective if you're not careful. So she is doing really well so far, but she's only 3 months old. So don't go get one of these dogs if you're not willing to do the training, or if you're not willing to hire someone to do the training. So I'm doing most of the training myself. We are going to hire a local trainer who specializes in Livestock Guardians to finish her training, just to make sure she is 100%. And hopefully I'll be able to post some of those videos as well in the future. And her training will take about a year. So it's not a 3-4 day, oh, now I have a Livestock Guardian. Her training is going to take time. okay? It should take time. We want her perfect. We don't want an overnight, oh, this is good enough. We want her to be the perfect farm dog. And that's one of the reasons we went with a Great Pyrenees, is they're really known for their calm demeanor and for just being an all-round excellent farm dog. That is a piece of foil blowing in the wind that I haven't put away. Yeah. So you want to go with the right breed. You want to go with ones that are raised in the country. So don't go get your Livestock Guardian Dog from someone who breeds them in the city. That's not going to help you. She was born in the country. We're just following her around as she wanders a little bit, because she's very, very good. She does not need to be on a leash in the yard already, even though we've only had her 2 days, because she has learned where she's supposed to go. That's a leaf on her butt, by the way. That's a leaf. But anyway, so that is what we have been doing the last couple of days. So I haven't filmed too much because we've been busy with this little girl, but she's doing really, really well. And Whiskey's over here. Generally, we have very, very good dogs. She has not been difficult so far, even with her potty training. First time in a house was 2 days ago when we brought her home. Hi, Whiskey. So even with her potty training, she took to it right away. No problems. She did exactly what she was supposed to do. So that was our journey over the weekend. She's going to go down the path. Whiskey's going to stand here and be a weirdo. So that was what we did over the weekend. We acquired our Livestock Guardian. We are in the middle of nowhere. Our old location was actually closer to everyone and everything, so we had less wildlife to worry about. Here we have quite a lot of wildlife. So, there's Tequila. So we wanted a good quality Livestock Guardian. She's a very good dog, nice dog. And her job will be to protect all of this. And you, because you suck at protecting. So, that's what we're doing. Training her. This is all her property. So she likes to go for a wander down the path. And she can't be outside unsupervised right now because we don't want to lose her. She needs a little more training before she can be completely unsupervised. At any rate, that is about it for today. I'm going to be spending most of the day probably not doing too much. It's supposed to pour. Look at that sky. It's supposed to pour soon. So probably we won't be doing too much today other than hiding in the house from the rain. Only doing what we have to do. Tequila's coming back. Good girl. What a good dog. Yeah, she's doing really well. Good girl. And good boy. Those are good doggies. Yeah, very good doggies. So that is about it for us here today at Andersen Acres. We will see you tomorrow.